Hi students, welcome back to all 4 learning chemistry classes. Today we are going to start session 26 of stoichiometry chapter, and we are under the heading of balance of redox reactions in stoichiometry chapter. From the past 3 previous sessions, I have discussed how to balance the given redox reactions by using different methods. And finally, in the previous session, I have explained you how to finish off that balancing within very less interval of time, especially for attempting objective examinations. And today, in this session, let me continue that technique of balancing of redox reactions by taking some more examples. You please concentrate. I am going to start the first one. Note down the line with me, students. Permanganate ion and oxalate ion. Oxalic acid, oxalate ion in acidic medium, Mn+2 and carbon dioxide. And let me calculate the individual oxidation states first of all. As usual, +7 for manganese, and for this carbon it is +3, and for manganese it is +2, and for carbon it is +4 as per the rules for the calculation of oxidation numbers. And let me observe the change. This change is 5 where manganese undergoing reduction, and this carbon change +3 to +4, 1. There you are. There 2 carbons are there. For one carbon the change is 1. So for both the carbons the change you have to take 2 into 1, 2. So here there is chance of doing mistake. Please concentrate here. Total change we should consider either total decrease or total increase in oxidation numbers. And reverse the coefficients and write down the reactants. 2 MnO4 minus plus 5 oxalate ions gives rise to 2 manganese. So I have to multiply that side manganese also with 2 Mn+2, 5 into 2, 10 carbons. So I have to write it as 10 CO2. Okay, this is acidic medium. Our next target is balancing of oxygen and hydrogen. With that it is over. See, 2 into 4, 8 plus 20. 28 on left side. Here only 20. So 8 less. So you should balance oxygens with water molecules, and in acidic medium hydrogen should be balanced with H plus ions. And here I am going to add 16 H plus ions. This is the final balanced equation. So check it out, you can no problem. 2 manganese, 5 into 2, 10 carbons, oxygens, 8 plus 10, 20, 28. Here 20 plus 8, 28. 16 hydrogens, so make the charge balance also, you can check. -2, -10, -12, plus 16, means net +4 here. And that side also 2 into +2, +4. So this is the final balanced equation with respect to all aspects. Okay, we finish off this and then I will go for next question. Okay, let me go for one more question in acidic medium itself. See, I am changing the species here. I am taking acetylene C2H2. Same acidic medium, Mn+2 plus carbon dioxide. Let me write the oxidation state, students. Yes, I have written the oxidation states of elements for which it has been changed. Same permanganate here +7, change as usual 5. And for carbon, if you observe, it is increased from -1 to +4. The change is 5. But 2 such carbons are there. Change for one carbon is 5. So for both the carbons, you should write that as 2 into 5, 10. I've already explained you if any common term is there, cancel out first and then reverse the coefficients. And 1, 2. Now please write down 2 for permanganate, right? And 1 for acetylene, C2H2. Let me write 2MnO4, 2Mn plus 2. 2 carbons, carbon dioxide, 2 CO2. Now count the oxygens. We are 2 into 4, 8. 2 into 2, 4. 8 oxygens, 4 oxygens, 4 less. So 4 H2O, 4 into 2, 8 hydrogens. Here, what you will do? 8 H plus. So it will be wrong. It will be wrong. So it is a general common mistake usually done by the students. We never count after addition of water 4 into 8, 8. No, here 2 hydrogens are there already. That is 8, this is 2. Only 6 are left, so it is exactly balanced with 6 H plus ions. So try to avoid this type of mistakes in the examinations. Okay, please note it down. This is the final balanced form of this given redox reaction. And friends, coming to this species, permanganate. This is, I think, 4th time I am discussing the redox reaction in acidic medium by using permanganate ion. In all those 3 reactions, permanganate is finally reducing always to Mn plus 2. So we have to remember that data, not for all the species, at least for some important species like permanganate, dichromate, oxalate, like substances. It is better to remember for solving objective questions in which medium it is changing from which oxidation state to which oxidation state. Yes, in acidic medium now, after observing 3 or 4 reactions, we can simply came to a conclusion that the permanganate is always will be reduced to Mn plus 2 in acidic medium. So please record that into your brain. Okay, let me go for one more question in basic medium for balancing of redox reactions. So please write down, students. Write down. I will write the reaction here and let us balance that. Write down the line with me. Fe3O4 plus permanganate ion. This is in basic medium we have to balance. Get ready? Where it is Fe2O3 in product side plus manganese dioxide. Previously, we have discussed permanganate involving redox reaction in basic medium. In that equation also, permanganate is reduced to manganese dioxide. He also has given that this reaction occurs in basic medium. And here also the permanganate is reducing finally into manganese dioxide. So, how to remember that? Permanganate in acidic medium will be reduced to Mn plus 2. And the same permanganate will be reduced to manganese dioxide. Okay, that is one more important point we have to observe here. Now, let me balance this redox reaction according to our simple technique. Right. Let me calculate the oxidation state. Plus 8 by 3. In the oxidation state itself, I have explained it. This is plus 7 as usual. Iron ferric oxide, both irons are plus 3 here. Here manganese is plus 4, MnO2. Okay. Change here is very simple aspect. We can write simply as 3 fix. And here let me calculate the change in total change in oxidation state. For one atom, iron is plus 3 minus 8 by 3 initial, that is 1 by 3 for one iron atom. How many such irons are there in the given species? 3 irons are there. For one iron, check it out here, for one iron, 3 minus 8 by 3, that is 1 by 3. How many such iron atoms are there in the reacting species? 3. So into 3 equal to 1. So here you should write this as 1 by 3 into 3, that is 1. Now total change here is 1 and here is 3. Now reverse the coefficient as usual. Write 3 for this, I am writing, you concentrate. And 1 for this, you need to write 1 itself. Now let me balance to the right side. Let me check what will happen. Here Fe2O3, 3 into 3, 9. If you write 9, it becomes 18, so you should write a 9 by 2. And permanganate only 1, MnO2. Now let me multiply throughout with 2 to remove the fraction. So 6 Fe3O4 plus 2 MnO4 minus gives rise to 9 Fe2O3 plus 2 manganese dioxide. Now let me calculate oxygens on both sides first. 6 into 4, 24 plus 8, 32. Here 9 3s are 27 plus 4, 31, 1 less. So add 1 H2O here. Now balance of hydrogen in basic medium. 2 hydrogens, okay, nowhere, no hydrogens. So you should balance this with 2 H2O and immediately have to add same number of OH minus ions on the opposite side. So you can cancel this H2O, this 2, because if you bring that H2O to this side, 2 minus 1, 1. Now this is your final balanced equation. Little bit complicated, but you should be very cautious while doing and while calculating the number of oxygens and hydrogens. Here while calculating oxidation state also, you should check whether the change is per one atom or all the atoms. This is very crucial step at the beginning itself, otherwise you will do mistake. So please copy this, and then I will go for the next redox reaction for the balancing. Please note it down. Okay students, write down this. I am going to change the model again. Concentrate. Write down clearly. This is chlorate ion, ClO3. Chlorate ion. Write down. Arsenic trisulfide, As2S3. No doubt in acidic medium he is giving. And the products are chloride, Cl minus, chloride, and H2AsO4 minus, and sulfate ion. Write down clearly. Chlorate, ClO3 minus, As2S3, chloride ion, H2AsO4 minus unit negative charge, and the sulfate, you know. Right. Here there is a difference with this question from the previous balancing of redox reactions, what we learned up to now. How it is different? After calculation of oxidation states, you will know how it is different. Let me calculate first. Plus 5. Okay. Trisulfide, sulfur minus 2. Sulfide, this is sulfide. Oxidation state of sulfur minus 2. And this for arsenic 2x minus 6 equal to 0, so arsenic plus 3. Chlorine minus 1. Here arsenic plus 2 minus 8 minus 6, x minus 6 equal to minus 1. So arsenic is oxidized to plus 5. Sulfur here we know sulfate ion, very familiar, that is plus 6. If you observe this redox reaction. In all the previous reactions. In one reactant, one species is oxidizing, other reactant, only one species is reducing. Here, within the same reactant, both the species, arsenic and sulfur, both are undergoing oxidation. That is the difference. Both are undergoing the oxidation. Arsenic is changing from +3 to +5 and sulfur is changing from -2 to +6. So I have already told you, while estimating the balance of these redox reactions for the coefficients, you should calculate the total increase or the total decrease. Let me calculate the total increase. I will calculate here at the bottom. Concentrate, total increase. For which species is increasing? Arsenic, +3 to +5. What is the change? 2. But how many such arsenic atoms are there? 2. So you should go for 2 into 2, 4. Keep it aside. Now come to sulfur. Sulfur is changing from -2 to +6. Change is 8. And how many such sulfurs are there? 3. So it's multiplied 3. That's part of 24. Oh yes, the total increase in oxidation state is 28. Now, come to this. Decrease. Right? Decrease and calculate. Chlorine, +5 to chlorine, -1. Only one species. The change here is 6. Friends, I have already told you, if any common factor is there, you should cancel. Here 2 can be cancelled out from both the things. Decrease is 6, increase is 28, so 14 twos, 3 twos. Now reverse this 3 and 14. 3 for this, so you have write 3 for this. Okay, ready? And 14 for this, and you have write 14 for this. Now, let me do the balance. 14 chlorines. Okay. Then how to write 14 chlorines? Not down. Concentrate. 3 into 2, 6 arsenics. So you should write here 6. 3 into 3, 9 sulfurs. So you should write here 9. Yes. Balancing of elements except oxygen, hydrogen and all. Equalization of electrons, everything is over. Now I have to balance only oxygen and hydrogen. Let me balance. 14 3s are 42. Now count the right side oxygens. 6 4s are 24, 9 4s are 36. 36, 24, 60. Let me calculate. 6 4s are 24, 9 4s are 36, 34, 24, 60. 60 on right side, 42 on left side. What is the difference? 18. So we have to balance this with 18 water molecules. Let me say. Okay. Now we have to balance the hydrogens. Here 18 into 2. 36 hydrogens. Here 6 into 2, 12 hydrogens. 36, 12. Difference is 24. I think if you add 24 H plus to this side, then the reaction may be balanced. Let me check whether the reaction is balanced properly or not. -14. Okay. Next, oxygens 42, here 18, 60, 60 oxygens 24, 12, 36, 36. Let me check the balance. Okay. 14 ClO3 minus 14, here -14, -6, -14, -6, -20, minus 20, minus 18, minus 38, plus 24. Minus 38 plus 24, minus 14. So charge is also balanced. So, oh, big coefficients, but only thing is, you should be very cautious while calculating the oxygens and hydrogens. Simple addition and subtraction, nothing more than that. Only a presence of mind is needed. Otherwise, procedure is same, very simple. Nothing feel difficult here. Only thing is, the proper concentration is needed. What exactly I am doing here in front of you, you have to do the same in the examination hall. Nothing more than that. Sir, how they will give the questions like this? If today's all exams are objective exams, yes, you will give the questions like this. How many number of H plus ions are involved in the following redox reaction? Answer is 24. Or sometimes they used to miss the coefficients. Instead of 14, simply x, instead of 6, y, and instead of n, z. X, y, and z values are respectively in the following redox reaction or options they can set. Or it may set for integer also. What is the value of y plus z minus x? 9 plus 16, 9 plus 6, 15 minus 14, it can be set for an integer type question 1. So any number of questions can be framed, but the approach is the same and the technique is the same what we are going to use in the examination. Please write down, then I will go for one more question of this type. Let me write down the question, students. Please note it down along with me. Don't waste time. Let me write down. Copper phosphide Cu3P plus dichromate ion Cr2O7 2 minus. This balance is also has given in acidic medium. Okay. Here copper is oxidizing to Cu plus 2 and phosphoric acid H3PO4 and chromium 3 plus. This is the skeletal equation for balancing of redox reaction. Okay. Let me calculate first the oxidation states for the elements which have been changed. Okay, phosphide, yes, we know, phosphorus minus 3, sulfide minus 2, like that. This is minus 3, copper is plus 1. Or you may get doubt. Sir, you know phosphide immediately you have written. For logic also you can write. Copper exhibits only two types of oxidation state, plus 1 and plus 2. Basic knowledge of chemistry. Here this side plus 2, blindly you can write this side as plus 1 and you can estimate for phosphorus if you don't know. The logical brain is needed, that's it. Here we already calculated number of times for dichromate, chromium plus 6. Here copper plus 2, phosphoric acid plus 5 and chromium charge on the monatomic ion plus 3 itself. Here in this particular compound, both the elements are undergoing oxidation. Copper is changing from plus 1 to plus 2. Phosphorus is also changing from minus 3 to plus 5. Immediately you get doubt here. Sir, in the previous question also, we have given that both the elements are undergoing oxidation. Sir, if one element is undergoing oxidation, other element is undergoing reduction within the compound, you please bring that compound and show me the reaction, I will balance it. No need of any chance of getting that out. Right. Now, let me calculate the total increase. Copper plus 1, 2 plus 2, increase is 1. 3 such coppers are there. If you observe, total change you have to consider 3. Phosphorus is minus 3, 2, phosphorus plus 5, change is 8, only one phosphorus. Total increase 11, got total increase. Let me check for total decrease. Decrease is only from one species, only to write total. Okay, that is chromium plus 6 to chromium plus 3. 3. But how many such chromiums are there? 2. So 3 into 2, 6, 11. The remaining is as usual what we did for all the questions. You have to interchange the coefficients. 6 for chromium, so you have to write 6 for this. And 11 for copper phosphate, so you have to write 11 for dichromate. Let me do the balance one after another. 6 into 3, 18 coppers. So you should write here 18. 6 into P, 6 phosphorus. 11 into 2, 22 chromium. So you should write here 22. Now let me go for the balance of oxygen. Let me take left side. 11 into 7. Oh, 77. Here it is. 6 into 4. 24. 77. 24. 33. I think. Is it right or not? Yes. 33 or 53? 53. Okay. Now this side we have to write 53 H2. Now let me balance the hydrogen. Usual mistake will come here. 53 H2O, 53 2, so 106 is blindly right here. Wrong. Already some hydrogens are there. So 53 into 2, 106. Plus 6 H3s are there. 6 into 3, 18. Total 124 on right side and no single hydrogen on left side. So you should balance this exactly with 124 H plus ions. Now it is correct. You can check it out. In all aspects, atoms already balanced, no doubt. Here let me check the charge balance also. No charge for this neutral compound, but this is minus 22. Let me check that side also. 18 into 2, 36. Okay. And 36, here 22 3s. 36, let me calculate. 18 into 36, 22 into 3, 66. Total 12, 7, 102 plus. Here 11 into 2 minus 22 plus 124 H plus. So say 102 plus. So charges also balanced on the both sides. So this is the final balanced equation. Okay students, please note it down and then we will go for next. Okay students, let me write down the next one. But this time I am going to basic medium. Write down. Okay. Chromium triiodide CrI3 plus hydrogen peroxide H2O2. Basic medium this is. And CrO4 2 minus. IO4 minus. Okay. Let me balance this, but in basic medium. Chromium plus 3, iodine minus 1, peroxide, we know oxygen is minus 1. We have discussed one session about peroxide 1. This is plus 6, whereas this is plus 7. Here again, 2 species in this are oxidizing. Let me do total increase. Chromium plus 3, 2, plus 6, 3. Into 1, 1 only, so 3. Iodine minus 1, 2. Iodine plus 7, changes 8. How many such iodines are there? 3. That is 24. So total increase is 27. I have fixed. Decrease. Write down students. Decrease. Oxygen minus 1, 2. Oxygen in both the species is minus 2. So oxygen I can write O minus 2, O minus 2. Change is 1 electron, but 2 such peroxide oxygens are there. Peroxide the oxidation state of both the oxygens is minus 1. So into 2. So you should write 2. Now I got the coefficients for balancing of this redox reaction. 27 increase, 2 decrease, reverse the coefficients, 2 for this and 27 for this I have written. Let me go for the normal balance. 2 chromiums, 2 into 3, 6 iodines. So 6 IO4 minus. Now let me balance oxygens. 27 into 2, 54. This side, 2 into 4, 8 plus 24. 6 4 24 plus 8, 30. 54, 32. 22 less, so I have to write 22 H2O. 22 H2O. Okay. Now let me do the balance of hydrogens. Again here 27 twos. Hydrogens also 54. That side. 22 twos. 44. 54, 44. 10 less. So you have to write 10 H2O. Immediately on the opposite side 10 OH minus. 10 OH minus. Now further simplify this equation. Let me write 2 CrI3 plus 27 H2O2. 10 OH minus I have added. Okay. 2 CrO4 2 minus plus 6 IO4 minus plus 22 plus 10 32 H2O. 32 H2. Charges are balanced, minus 10, minus 10. Yes. Chromium iodine is already balanced. If you got any doubt, check the hydrogen also. 54 plus 10, 64 here, 64, 32 oxygens. Oxygens also balanced. This is the final balance equation. Same technique, but a little bit concentration is needed. Nothing more than that. I think most of you have followed this, and please keep this technique into brain by remembering the rules what we have learned in the previous sessions. This is just a technique how to balance, nothing more than that. And in the next session, I will go for the numerical approach based on this, and then I will go for next concept, equivalent weight, very very important topic. Students, with this question, I am going to conclude this session, and in the next session we will go further. Some numerical approach is there, and after finishing of that, I will go for equivalent mass in the next session itself. Thank you.